feel safe to build a positive live stream experience for you and your reviewers. Choose who can participate. Set a delay between messages. Hi or put. Nah. Okay, it says I'm live. I don't have a. I don't see us. Where would the chat be? Y'all can see me. It says one, shows one is in here and got one thumbs up. I don't know what I'm doing. But me and Miss Lily are here. If y'all can't see us, if y'all can see us, if we can't see you, I don't guess it matters. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. Y'all, please forgive me. I really don't know what I'm doing here. So y'all bear with me. Let me turn things up here. Yeah, I guess I should have played with this thing, but I guess you won't learn unless you play with it, right? Okay. How do you do the chat? How do I see the chat? There's a thing down here. I'm afraid to push anything. But I guess it won't hurt. Would it? Hello, whoever's there. No, I don't want to share it yet. I don't know how to do that. Microphone. I don't even know if y'all can hear me. Okay, remember to guard your privacy, blah, blah, blah. Hi, Debbie, I can see you. I would have, oh, it disappeared. Where did it go? It was there and it was just faded away. Your comment. Ah, heck. Somebody else comment, please. Whoever else is here. Yeah, I was gonna do. Can you hear me? Because I don't know if you can or not. I was going to do a live on the new channel, but it says I have to have at least 50 subscribers, and I've only got 21, so couldn't do it on that one. So I don't know what to push. Do I push anything up here? I mean, if y'all know what to tell me what to do here, tell me what I'm doing. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, or tell me what I need to be doing. That's going to turn the camera around, I think. And then there's, what is this? Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I can see you. I would not know how to do a live either. Thank you. Thank you for helping. I'm trying to help. Now I got this and I need to get it down. What the heck? Okay, there we go. I see you. Okay. Maureen. Did I say that right? Maureen. You have to forgive me. I can't see that well. I can't. Bad. Well, heck. I guess I'm going to have to play with this thing more and just see what happens. But can you hear me? Can you hear me okay? Mima, can you hear me? Do you see a live comments bar to click? I don't know. I don't know what that would be. Connecting. Okay. And it says I'm live again. I'm gonna, if I cut this off, then I'm sorry. We'll try it another time. I want to see if this shows if that's what this is. Let's see. Okay. Hide all chats, live, all messages visible. Okay. There we go. I guess that's, yeah. It's a speech bubble icon. I don't know. I pushed this thing down in the corner right here. And it's kind of like a shaped like, and it's square. And it's got a little star-like thing right on the right left. On the right bottom. That's what's there, and that's what I pushed. And it's supposed to show, I guess, I thought it showed up that, I seen your comment, and then it disappeared. Is it supposed to disappear like that? Lily, she sees Dad outside. She has really done some barking today. Oh my gosh. Aw, thank you, Leah. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Y'all find out that I get really embarrassed when I get comments, compliments. I don't know how to take compliments that well. I mean, I love them. Thank you so much. And I get kind of bashful, believe it or not. The big mouth, the talky Debbie, yeah. I get kind of, I don't know, it's different with a live. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. I try. I do my best. I'm not making it very big in the YouTube world, but I, it's something to do, and I like it. I have fun. Sometimes it's hard for me to, to get my, I know I'm not on a schedule. I know that. Oh, thank you, Meemaw. I appreciate both of y'all so much. At least I got two of y'all to join me. And your comments are showing up, but then they fade out. I guess that's the way it does. I don't know. This is just something new for me, and I wanted to try it. Oh, Lily, I'm afraid if I let her down, she'll start. Here she'll go. She's talking. See, she takes after her mommy. Lily, say hi to Leah. Leah. Is that, am I saying that right, Leah? Leah, say hi to Meemaw. Yeah, hey. She's too distracted out there. Hubby, he's been distracting her all day long. Well, look at my girl. She had to go to the vet. I just picked something to talk about. I don't really know what to. Oh, thank you. Okay. And give her kisses for you too. And she'll give kisses right back. She's a kisser, I'll tell you. She really is. She's taken after her bubby. We have a male, and he's 13 years old. He's blind now. I'm not blind, but he can't hear. I'm trying to have a good day. It's been a pretty good day today. Yeah. Yeah, she loves to kiss. She really does. She's a kisser, a little too much. And like I say, she's been watching Romeo, and that's my boy. And they're both Maltese. He can no longer hear, but he can still see. And so, he's not in good health, and we don't know how much longer we're going to have him with us. He goes to the vet next month. She went yesterday, and she's going through the early stages of false pregnancy. I didn't have her spayed because I read some things about it, and I didn't want to change her babyish, because she's such a baby, and I want that, And I was talking to her vet yesterday, and he said, yeah, it does change them a lot of times, and I said, yeah, I figured it did, and she's Romeo. He's been neutered, so he can't do nothing. He couldn't do anything anyway. He's too old. But and she's not around any other dogs. In fact, she doesn't know anything about any other dogs except when we go to the. She might see one in the store because she goes everywhere we do. Or she, when we go to the vet, she sees dogs in there, and one of them come a big dog too. He come over there to me. He's gonna smell me and boy, she she didn't want him to come over there by her mommy. We don't have any kids. We're getting old, and she's our baby. Especially my baby. She's daddy's baby too, though, and they're sometimes more well behaved than the human baby. So, and she loves to go. She just don't want nobody bothering her. She's just not social. She's the only one I've ever had like that. Yeah. Oh, that's sweet. I do. I love on him, and he can't hear me, but I get right in his ear, and I kind of get loud, and I'm like, "Mommy loves you," and I tell him good night and give him kisses, and he gives me kisses every night. Every once in a while, we're pretty sure that he hears us, and because he acts like he does. Uh, we don't know. We've took him to the vet twice, and I can't seem to figure out what is wrong with him. That's the reason why y'all don't see him. I don't put him on the camera, because his head is like this, and it's been like that now for a while. I think he's had a stroke. My husband thinks it's because he's lost his hearing. It could be either one, but he's doing all right. He's 13. He turned 13. Let's see, his birthday's in January. So he turned January the 5th is his birthday. And he turned 13 then. Yeah. He's getting old now. And he's real big. We've been doing some research on our own, and I do more research than what my husband does, but it could be he has Cushing's disease, and we don't know what to do about that. He wants to eat all the time. He's constantly hungry. Yes, they do. They do. I don't know what I'd do. I don't know what I'd do without her. I'd be you know, because I'm a homebody, you know. Not, I don't mean to, you know, I don't want no pity party or nothing like that. That's not what this is all about, you know. Or, and friends either passed away or they live away and don't get to see them because, you know, we don't travel anymore. And so it's just us. And so we just, you know, we just we go shopping. She goes everywhere we go, and but that's just the way it is. You know, sometimes that's just the way life turns out. I have one son. I don't get to see him much either. Well, that's a whole thing there. You know, I said some of these times I'm going to do a live and maybe, you know, find. I know I'm not the only one, you know, that has a daughter-in-law that don't care for him. Yeah, yeah, you are, man. You are. Um, my son's closer than that. He about 3 blocks away. Um, but it's just, oh, do you want down? Oh, she's wanting down. She's laying her head on the table. Here, sweetheart. There you go. Now don't do no big old barking, okay? With her going through that false pregnancy, she doesn't really know what she's doing right now, and she doesn't want to mind at all. So, but yeah, you know, um, it's my daughter-in-law. Um, she's never really, I don't know. I don't know why she is like she is, and you know, I haven't got to uh, watch my grandkids like a lot. You know, my grandparents are supposed to. Gosh, I got to babysit both of them the last Saturday, I guess it was. Was it Saturday? No, yeah, I think it was last Saturday, and got to babysit both of them for a while, and that was just a shock. They come over, you know, it's a total surprise. Brought them over and said, and Amy's the one, my oldest granddaughter. She'll be 10 in July already, and which I'm only 4'11", and she is about right here on me. You know, it tickles my son. He thinks it's funny, and but and she always is looking at me, you know, and when I go through my clothes and things like that, I save them for her because I've still got clothes that's small. When I was smaller, I'm not small anymore. I'm the biggest I've ever been in my life. Uh, I don't like it. I don't like being. I want to be my skinny self again. I I had gumption and go, you know. Of course, I was younger, but if you've ever had a hysterectomy, you'll, you know, you understand that it will, uh, sooner or later, most now, not everyone, some are very lucky and they don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I had mine in 2000. It was, I have to. I needed it way before I had it done, but I was scared, and I have really bad anxiety anyway, and panic attacks, which is not as bad as they used to be, but I was terrified. I was terrified to go through it, and so um, it took me 12 years to get it done. It took me 12 years, but I did, and I never felt so good in my entire life. because I had just had trouble all my life, female trouble, and that took care of it. And I was there for a while, boy. I was woohoo, no stopping me. I had a wonderful doctor. I really did. He was great, and about for my first 6 weeks checkup when I went to see him, he told me that he was quitting the practice. He was going into doing something else, and well, that's my luck all over. I get a good doctor and something happens. It's a terrible thing, y'all, but I'm not kidding you. My eye doctor, my bladder doctor I used to have, they died. I'm not laughing that they died. I don't mean it that way, but it seemed like I cursed the doctors. It's awful. I know it's an awful thing to say, and it's an awful thing to feel that. But yeah, my eye doctor I had that I really thought so much of him, Dr. Haynes, he passed away. And my really good doctor that I had once upon a time, he passed away. And now ain't none of them worth a crap. And my last doctor, he quit and left, went to Texas. I mean, just like that. No notice. Got a thing in the mail, says, to whom it may concern. Something about, I wish I had the letter. I would read it to you. And we wonder why he left like he did, Some say that he was about to get in trouble or was in trouble or something like that, So I don't know. But he was a good doctor. I mean, he done us good. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is hard. The one I have now, I do not care for him, but he's the one that my doctor, he was supposed to have, reason why he chose this doctor that I have now was so they were good friends and stuff like that. And that way, so, our records were supposed to went over there and all that. And hi, Lori. Glad you could join us. I'm telling them all about my bad doctors. But I lost my train of thought. That's not hard for me to do. But yeah, he I don't care for him too well. What'd you hear, Lori? Oh, about my doctor? I think I said, yeah, I think I told you about him. Yeah, as we call it, a lot of us, he flew the coop. That's an old country saying. Of course, a lot of northern people say that too, so yeah. I remember me telling you. Yeah, he's but he was a good doctor. I really liked him a lot. And the one I have now, he's totally different. Oh my, sounds like my family. Well, good. Glad to hear it, Lori. That's good. Yay. Good doctor's reports. That's really great. My doctor, the one I have now, wants to send me off to this doctor and that doctor. Well, the doctor that they wanted to send me to find out what was causing these chest pains that I keep having. The heart doctor, he's not in network with our insurance, and so I couldn't go back up there. And I told him about it. I said I'm not going to keep the appointment because there's no sense in doing that. There's because we couldn't do a follow-up or anything like that. So I just canceled, and then I called my doctor, and then I am too, Lori. I'm glad you got a good report. I sure am, sis. Sure am. Good deal. Yay. So there goes my throat. Any of y'all, you watch my videos, my throat does this. I can talk to anybody or whatever, and my throat doesn't do it. But as soon as I get on here to do a video or anything like that, my throat will start acting up. I haven't went to the doctor or had it checked out or nothing like that. I just try to stay away from them because they just don't seem to care about you anymore, Because this one here that I have to repeat every time I go to see him. I have to repeat everything over and over again. And he has it right there on the computer. And why he doesn't look, I don't know. Wants to know what he wants to know what pharmacy I use. What have I had done? And I'm backing myself up here. Rewind. Yeah, a good doctor is hard to find anymore. I mean, it's like, what do? You just don't know what to do anymore. But when my doctor before the one I got now, he was supposed to have sent our medical records, and I went to this doctor for 21 years. And there's a lot of stuff that went on in that 21 years, And so he's supposed to send them over to the doctor I have. And yeah. Well, at least your doctor's, good enough to want to do tests. My doctor don't even want to touch me. He wants to send me off to another doctor to even do x-rays or anything like that. And he's got an x-ray thing in there in the office. And I'm like, I'm wondering what's up with that? Why is he that way? I don't get it. I don't like him. Later on, I may, be trying to find me another doctor because we're getting nowhere. They don't have my medical records. Oh, wow. I tell you, it's going to get bad. It's going to get so bad that I think it's going to get where you don't really have to go to the doctor anymore. You just get your appointments over, like over your the internet and stuff like that, don't y'all? Yeah. And if they mess up on you, that's another thing that scares me to death, about going and getting anything done. That's the reason why I need to go to the dentist really bad. And the dentist, here we go again, I had a wonderful dentist, Dr. Crawford. He was a very, very particular. He was a perfectionist, more or less. And he did not want to hurt you, and he would just do everything for you. And he cared. He actually cared, because I'm well, I'm not timid or anything like that, but dentists kind of gross me out. I guess they do everybody. But when I try to do they put that stuff in your mouth, you know what I mean? I gag really easily. I can't stand that. I would never be able to do false teeth. Never. I couldn't stand them. But because I had a false tooth, this one right here, for a good while. And it was called a flipper. You just put it up there. Yeah, they do me too. They all scare me because I don't think they know what they're doing. Really, I don't. They guess. They guess at everything. They guess. They're more or less they're guessing that I could potentially have acid reflux. Is causing the pains, the chest pains that I have. It feels like I'm having a heart attack. I've been to the emergency room twice, and they're really not. Well, they're pretty good up there, but I don't even trust them. I have trust issues really bad, and it's not my fault. The reason why I do have trust issues is because I've been, they messed me up. And just like that dentist, I know I'm jumping all over the place, but what we're talking about, right? So, yeah, that dentist that took over for Dr. Crawford, I think that's what I was going to tell y'all anyway. This is what Dr. Crawford left his patients with. And I had to go in there. I had a real bad toothache up here. And, you take care, hon. Get in your safe place if there's anything severe comes up, okay? Love you, girl. Thanks for joining, Lori. Appreciate it, hon. I'll see you next time. Talk to you later, okay? But say I get sidetracked. No wonder I don't do lives. Oh man. Oh yeah. Now I know what I was saying. The dentist that I went to that took Dr. Crawford's place. Later. I don't say bye, girl. I say later. That's the reason why you never hear me on my videos say bye. If you do, it's a big old accident. That's the reason why I say later, or I just say God bless, and then I end my videos. Because my sister, she taught me that a long time ago. She'd say later, later, so we all got to saying later, And so that's what I do now. I hate to say bye to anybody, but we, I went to him. I thought, okay, since Dr. Crawford left us in his hands, he got to be okay and got to be a good dentist. So I took myself up there, and I had right over here, I had a real bad tooth, and I had a toothache. So, trying to make a long story short, that's hard for me. Everybody knows this. I went in there, and I sat down, and he done this, and he done that, and he seemed like a fairly nice doctor. Okay. So he sees, he's like, yeah, we're going to pull that tooth out. Well, he gets, right. Yeah, that's way of us. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Meemaw. I don't know your real name, so Is it okay to call you Meemaw? If you're a Meemaw, I'm not a Meemaw, but I'm a granny. That's what the kids call me, Granny, because that's what I wanted them to start calling me Granny, because that's what I called my grandma, was Granny. She insisted. So I said, you know what? If I ever have any grandkids, I want them to call me Granny. I don't know. I just love to hear it. And now my 4-year-old, Mary, hey, I won't remember though. Does it say Mary Ann there at the end? Like I say, it's real hard for me, and it goes by the chat goes by real fast, and it just disappears like instead of staying there. That's weird. I thought it would stay there until, just roll, but I guess it doesn't do that anymore. Like I say, I'm new at this. I have no clue. So this is I did one chat before this one a long time ago, because I've been doing this for 5 years now, YouTube, and 610 subscribers later after 5 years. That's pretty bad, isn't it? But that's okay. I enjoy myself anyway. But long story short, that dentist, he messed up. He said he couldn't get that tooth out unless he pulled my wisdom tooth. And he pulled my wisdom tooth. And my son said, you can't do that. They have to. I said, yeah, he did. And he kept shooting me because it was hurt. He kept shooting me with whatever. And after he got done, he got the teeth out. And after he got done, he just walked out of the room, and I never saw him again. And I was so dizzy-headed that I thought I was going to pass out. And here I was trying to leave. When I got done, I was trying to leave, and I was so dizzy I couldn't walk. And thankfully, there was a nurse there, and she said, you better get her back there in the back and get her on some oxygen to get her blood pressure back up and all that. And they did. That was one nurse, what do you call them? I call them a nurse anyway. She had me in the office chair type thing with wheels, pulling me into the room to give me oxygen. Oh, okay. All right. If you like to hear me chat and tell you about things, that's what I said. Let's get to know each other. I like to get to know about y'all too. But I made it through that experience. But my doctor, after I went, after it was all said and done, they got my blood pressure back up. I came home. And my doctor, when I went to see him, he said, you should have went on to the ER. I said, well, I couldn't. My daughter-in-law had to come and pick me up. I couldn't go home. I couldn't drive like that. So she picked me up and brought me home. My husband, he was at work. And I got better, a little bit every day. And I went through it, but it is what it is, and I will never go. I don't see how people are using that doctor. My gosh, so I'm going to have to find me a good dentist. So I'm going to have to do that, and hopefully I can. Now, I've got one in mind that my husband went to. It's been a few years back, but I'm going to try that one and see. But I'm going to be very picky. Yeah, I have email. I don't have my address because I don't have a PO box, and I'm scared to, I don't know if it's probably not safe to just put my regular mailing address. But if you email me, you know, I can give you um, my mailing address that way. I have a, I took out a special email address just for you. And I said, well, I hadn't either until I went searching, because I didn't want it. I didn't want to get. I didn't want my YouTube mail, all that to get mixed up with my other email because I get some stuff in there. I'm not an email person anyway, but yeah, my email's on there, and I did have I took it out for just a little while. I got me a PO box, and they couldn't give me the one that I wanted, and then golly, it costs a lot to have a PO box. It does here anyway. I don't know about anywhere else, but okay, all righty. Marianne, right? I said it right. Oh boy, I know. I have been that way all my life, bad with names. If I see your face, I'm never going to forget your face, but I will forget your name just like that. Are you that way too? Names just don't register here. I'll say, I know that person. Just like when we was at the vet yesterday with Lily, I was looking through the little, I was waiting for the vet to come back, waiting for the vet to come back in. And I was looking in that little window, there, excuse me, on the door. And I was looking there, I said, I know that woman there. I've seen her before. I know her. Name, forget it. Nope. There is very few names that I can remember. And if Lori, I guess. Well, it's good to know I'm not the only one in this world who's mine. And I'm I would say the older I get, the worse I get. But no, not really, because I've been bad about names for a very long time. But I try to remember names. Sometimes I used to went as far as putting people's names down, and or I'll say, "Hey, write your name down for me," and I said, "It's embarrassing." Is what it is. It's embarrassing when you can't remember someone's name. I used to have people come up to me. Yeah, I'm 67. I turned 67 in November. My husband, he just turned 67, and last month. Well, wait a minute. This is May now. Forget that. No, the 21st of March, he turned 67. So he's an old man too. Although, in a lot of ways, he's way older than me. We do. We sure do. Yep. Yeah, I got an old man. He's not interested in anything that I like to do, which I don't do a whole lot of anything. He's not interested in YouTube. And for him to come on, I don't know if I've uploaded that video or not. I think I did the other day. Someone said something about my husband. That might have been you. I don't know. I can't remember. But he made an appearance. I keep trying to get him to, hey, come on, honey, let's do a haul together. You know, you sit over here with me and we'll do a haul. He ain't gonna do that. He's not been on my, on camera. Maybe 2 or 3 times, possibly. And I told him, I said, if you done that, because a lot of people like to see husbands and wives and, and things like that. I don't blame you. Marianne. Yeah, I see it now. Marianne. I don't blame you, Marianne, one bit. Me and Gary, that's my husband's name. I had to, oh my gosh, here's another embarrassing thing. I got a Google Home, and I'll ask her, I ask her all kinds of questions. And I asked her, I said, well, I used to have to say, hey, Google. Because if I say that, she's right over there and she'll answer me right now. I asked her, I said, how much is 2024 take away 1974? And she said, she just went through it, and she said 50. And I thought, so I done forgot how many years me and Gary been married. So this coming August the 6th, will be our golden anniversary. I didn't know that. I've been married forever, my whole life. We both were 17 years old when we got married in 74. But I forgot to tell him that. We're gonna, if the good Lord's will, we make it there, to August. We'll be celebrating our golden anniversary. I would love to get to go somewhere and do something really nice, But I doubt if that's going to happen at all, because we never go anywhere, because he just, like I say, he's an old man and he just wants to stick around the house. Now we do have Romeo and Lily, and it stops us from going some places, but not every place, I would like to, we're in Arkansas. We got the mountains, that's not that far away from us. And we could do that. I would love it. I want to go, before I leave this earth, I want to see a waterfall. That's oh my goodness. That's one of my biggest wishes or dreams. I want to see a waterfall. Oh no. He's talking to the next door. My husband is. Lily, come here. Come on. We're not going to do that again. We've done that already today. And I can't pause this. Oh boy. Lily, come here. Come on. Lily. Yeah, and me and Gary, we were just like made for each other for years and years, until we got older, and he just got where he didn't want to go do. He don't want to do anything anymore. I was still the gumptious one, and I'm 4 months older than he is, and I was always the one that wanted to go and do, and we just stopped. We just stopped doing anything because of him. He's the one that stopped doing it. And of course, I would threaten that I'm going to go do it anyway. But the only place I ever go without him is, with the kids or something like that, like the Halloween, like, festivities. I go with them doing that, and just that type of thing. But yeah, I used to love to go out dancing and seeing our friends out like that, and just he loved it too. My husband's a musician, and we used to all for years and years. And then he just stopped. It's like whenever he got disabled and he had to quit work, he just quit doing anything and everything. And we're in our golden years, we should be doing fun things. Now he's into CB radios, and that's all he cares anything about. We just kind of grown apart about a lot of things, and so what can you do? He played guitar, and he could play a little bit of bass. He has beat on the drums, and kept a pretty good beat. But mainly he just played a rhythm guitar and sang. And I did. I sang. I didn't. I can't play anything. Well, uh, I've tried. I attempted a lot of things. Back then, mostly like Southern rock, the old stuff, you know, some country music, a lot of country music, because that's what people wanted to hear back then. Uh, oh gosh, used to do a song, but it's hard to. Oh my gosh, I wish I had a thing. Huh? I've not been asked that before. Uh, like Sweet Home Alabama, like yeah, Alabama. Used to do a lot of Alabama songs. Um, oh gosh, just Southern rock music, more or less. Yes, it was fun, absolutely fun, and I would love to go back and do it again. Yeah, when you're in a band, when and all that stuff, you do have there's some egos going around, and it's not just in the famous, the famous ones. It's with any musician. They all got their own ego, and everybody wants to do their own thing, and one tries to be boss, and is really not a boss. There's a lead singer, which, like, everybody took turns singing songs in our bands, and I sang. Like I say, I sang, and I still love to sing. Voice is not there like it used to be, but I'll sing here at home. I used, even after we quit doing that, I love to go karaoke. No, it's not. I once told my husband, I said, I don't think I could. I don't think I can make it if I was famous. Like having a tour, be on the bus all the time, a show every night. Because like we done it on the weekends. That was enough, Friday and Saturday nights. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I've known a lot of people who don't have that great a voice, but they love to sing. And, there's a lot of people who think they can sing. They can't sing. I know a lot of, yes, they do. They really do. And with the band that we were playing with, and we didn't really, we only stuck with one band the longest. And it kind of got, well, like I say, it kind of got where we had to go. We usually went far off to play, and always have to leave the house and travel a little bit. And where the rest of them were, they lived over there, so it was easy for them to get to the clubs and things like that we played at. Now we did play here in our town too, but not that many. And so it got to be kind of, I kind of got where I would, tell Gary to, you go ahead. I'm going to stay at home. I'll skip this weekend, and y'all go ahead, because it was okay. There was three wives, three husbands and three wives, and then the drummer, he wasn't married, but the bass guitar player and the lead guitar player and Gary, all of us married, and it was rough. It was real rough because, well, they like to party a little too much, and we loved to party back then, but it was like it was getting to be more of like, hey, let's party instead of go play music, which we never did make very much money, when we played anyhow, but my husband at one time, though, he formed his own band. And we played out in this old country place. It was called the Red Barn. Yeah. And we knew the people who owned it. They were very sweet. And the Red Barn was there for a long, long time. It was an old country thing, out in the country, and it's just good old country music and good old fun. And that was the best fun. That was more fun than the rest of it was. And no drinking unless out in your car. They didn't say nothing about that. Sometimes people snug it in a brown bottle, that type of thing. Yeah. Or in a soda can, whatever. Guilty of that. Stick my beer in there. I did that. Yes, I did. But, never got crazy, never got drunk or nothing like that, because, hey, you're performing. You don't do that. So, girl, I tried, but I just don't feel good anymore. I mean, to be totally honest, I just don't have energy anymore. They've checked me out. They say I'm fine. I don't have any insufficient. I'm not lacking anything. Can't even say that word. Um, I don't know. It's just, I think it just more or less, it's, the depression gets to you, you know. Uh, the since we moved over here where we live now, I'm not happy here. I haven't been happy here since we've lived in this house, since we moved over here. We lived in a mobile home that we bought ourselves. We owned. So then my son got married, empty nest. He's the only kid we had. We still have him, but just every once in a while. But he since we moved over here, I've just not been happy. I keep saying I want to go home. I want to go back to my mobile home, my trailer, because I loved it so much. And like I say this a lot. Be careful what you wish for, because it might come true, and it could be something that you really didn't want. I always thought I wanted to live in a brick home, a house, and all that. Nope, I'd give this up in a heartbeat if I could have my trailer back in the same, if it was still in the same shape it was when we left it, when we sold it. I would go back over there. Boy, just, but, and that's where all the memories, the good memories, there was bad memories over there too, but the good memories, that was when my mom was still alive, and my mother-in-law, and my niece's family, and there's no family anymore. There's no friends. That's good. Well, not that you've had a hard life. I don't mean that. I mean that, that you have someone to hang out with. I don't have. I don't have anymore. I did have, um, but she chose to choose someone else. And she was a little girl that my mother babysat. So, when she was 5 years old, Mom started babysitting her. And she was like a little sister to me. And that's the one who passed away recently. I put it on in a video. I think I done a video. Or maybe I just put it on the community tab. I can't remember now. But she wasn't, my blood sister, but she was like a little sister. And me and her used to do all kinds of things. She was she turned out to be my best friend. And she's way younger than me, but she liked to hang out with the older crowd anyway. And so she got to hanging around with my daughter-in-law's mom, and I was kind of left out, and could you hear that? Because my thing kicked on. I can't get the stupid phone. I hope so too. I hope we can. Online friends. I live in Arkansas. Where do you live at, hon? I want to know what love is. I got that on my notifications. My stupid phone, I don't know what's happened to it. It's an update it did. That's what my son says, because he tried to fix it, and I can't do text message by itself. Maryland. Oh, Maryland. That's probably far away from. We're probably far away from each other. I don't know where Maryland is. I don't know where too many places are. Except north. I've never been west. I've never been east, but I've been in this part. I've been Florida. I've been to Florida. Oh well, it's over here. East Coast. Middle. Okay. Well, I've been to Atlanta, Georgia one time for a concert. That's another thing. Me and my husband, we used to go to concerts all the time. That was our thing, is going to concerts. I miss that too. See, we lived a fun, active life. No drinking, no drinking. You know, just went out and had fun like you're supposed to do in life, you know? And no harm to nobody. Damn, miss that. I loved it because I got to meet a lot of and I really enjoyed that. I like to meet celebrities. It's really nice. Met Keith Urban. Met Creed. Met, well, it was a rock band called Saliva. I know a lot of people say, what? Saliva? Ugh. And they played here just for, what was it? Here a few days ago. And it's supposed to be, we thought it was the original band because we made friends with with a couple of them. Totally different. Every member was different. Yeah, I think he is. He is. Yeah, he is. And I tried to take that into consideration after I knew he quit work. He worked at this one factory for 42 years, and he had to, disabled his back. Yeah, it is. And you can't get him to. All he wants to do is be a smart aleck about everything. It's like, and he wants to tell. I'm glad he's in there. he wants to try to tell me what to do in the house. He's trying to find. I guess he's still trying to find his place. I don't know. And I get mad at him. He has to help me now. He's a good man. He's a sweetheart. I'm not saying that, and I don't mean anything bad about it. But he has to help me a lot when I have vertigo really bad. He has to wait on me because I can't get up and walk unless he's got hold of me and has to guide me where if I go to the bathroom or whatever, he has to make me something to eat and do all that. So he's a good man, and when he makes sure we have stuff that we need, and it's all of that. It's just the other stuff. He has a really bad attitude toward me anymore, and it hurts. It breaks my heart. Yeah, he is. He's a good man. He is, and if I need him for anything, he's right there. And same way with me. Like, I'll be mad at him because he's smarted off that day. He hates the word attitude. If I use the word attitude, oh, he gets me. He reminds me of a 2-year-old. Don't they all though? But worse when they get older. Oh my God, girl, it is awful. He get mad and he takes off to his room like a kid would, you know. Take off. or he'll go outside. And I'll tell him, it's like living with a 2-year-old. Yeah, it's something. Oh my gosh, it's something. But you know, we have each other. That's all we have. We got each other. I know. I laugh at him sometimes, but then I can't help but get mad. And you know, sometimes he hurts my feelings. And because I'm only human too. I would show you this that I think I showed this on I'm trying to get it to put together. I think I showed it on just sitting this chair so long. Yeah, I don't get to laugh that much except for something funny on TV. And I'm sitting there, we'll be watching a movie together, and it's funny because he's not one to laugh out loud, you know? And I'm sitting over there and I'm hysterically laughing and I'm loud, you know? And he's sitting there in the chair and not even cracking a smile. And I'm saying, don't you think that's funny? And he'll say, yeah. And I say, you're just sitting there. How can it be funny to you? I mean, you're not laughing. And, oh my gosh, a mess. He's in the house. He's listening to me talking. He's hard to hear him. Coming around the bend.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Meemaw.
Who?
Meemaw.
Meemaw.
She's on YouTube, honey. I'm live.
Well, tell her I said, hey.
Come here, bring yourself known. Let her see.
I've been working on my old antenna.
See my old man. She don't want to hear about your.
Well, okay.
Yeah, we've done discussed that.
Anyway, I'm right here.
Hi.
Can you see me?
There, I can turn you around here.
Okay.
There's the old man.
Yeah, I'm the old man. Old man down the road.
There's a T-shirt that I want to get him. I'm wondering if you'll wear it. It says I've seen it on Temu. She says, "Hello, nice to meet you. See, here's the chat, honey."
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just me and her here in the chat, but that's okay. We're having a good time.
You tell her
She said, "Thank you."
I mess around with old CB. Might have told you. I mean, anyway, I had antenna problem, and my neighbor tried to help me put another one up.
I didn't tell about what happened today.
And
about Lily.
I'm not saying that. Anyway.
I don't care to say something.
Anyway, you made me lose my
train of thought.
Yep.
See, he's just like us.
Anyway, I got it going. I just got through talking to Rochester, New York from Arkansas.
Yeah, he talks all over the place, you know. So this is his hobby, and YouTube is mine. She says we all do that. We are the same age. So we're the same age.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's 66 and we're 67.
We're 167.
No. Oh, you have family in New York?
No, I don't. I just got through talking.
No, she has family.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
He's hard of hearing too. Oh boy, and that's
see,
another
thing. I got bifocals and no ears.
Well, yeah, and I yell at him, and then he says, "Why am I yelling at him?" I said, "Well, how else can you hear me?" And then he gets in the other room, and then he wants me to answer. He asked me a question, and I don't know what he's saying because he's in the other room, and then he wants me to answer him, and I don't say anything most of the time because I know he can't hear what I'm saying. That went by, hon. I didn't. It disappeared. You said something.
Oh,
I know it's the way the chat works. This,
I'll let
like I
y'all
told her,
chat. It's
Okay.
nice to meet you, hon. God bless you.
you sound like her grandson.
Oh, well,
Oh, don't tell him that. He'll get a
how old is your grandson?
Yeah, first, how old is he? If he's young, oh boy. Well, maybe he does need a boost. He's 10.
Oh man, I feel like 10 years old again. Hey, I needed that. Thank you. God bless. She made my day.
Well, there you go. Maybe I'll have a good night tonight. The rest of the evening and night, because it's about to get night.
I gotta tell Ken how to do it.
Oh, he can be the sweetest thing in the world. And here we go. Lily, Daddy's going back outside. Be quiet. Yeah, he said you made his day, his night. I got something to tell him. I hope I can remember to say this to him. Well, honey, I call you a 2-year-old, and at least she thought you was 10. Acting 10 years old. Same age as my granddaughter. Well, not quite yet. She'll be 10 July the 31st. Hey, honey. Hey, honey. So you can't hear me. Gary.
Oh.
At least you sounded 10 years old to her, so
Wow.
I call you a 2-year-old, and she thought you sounded 10 years old. So you're improving there.
Yeah.
You're getting older. I like doing this chat. This is fun.
Y'all were the only two in there, huh?
Yeah. Lori was the.
Maybe because there's storms around. I don't know if they had anything.
Yeah, Lori had to leave because it was storming.
Tell her
Yeah.
maybe that's what it is. Maybe it storms around or something.
Are you still there, hon? Marina? I mean, no, I said it wrong. Marina. Marianne.
Hey, Mom.
Marianne. Okay. It showed 0 people there. I was like, oh, I lost her. Oh, yeah, he's definitely country. Yeah. He's a dang old hillbilly. I've been here since I was, except for 1 year. 1 year, I didn't live here. But out of all our married life, forget. We're going to be celebrating our golden anniversary this August. We'll be married 50 years.
Oh, no.
You did?
Y'all know it.
You did not. You didn't know a bit more than I did. No, I asked Google today because I was wondering.
We got married in 74.
I was wondering how long we've been married.
1974, August 6th.
Well, yeah, I had to have her to subtract it for me. She said 50 years. And I said, oh, we've been married 50 years almost. All our lives. We don't know what it's like to be single. I told him, I said, maybe we ought to start dating. People don't do that anymore, though. They don't date. I don't know what they do. Well, I'd hate to think what they do. So, nah, I don't want to be single this time. Can I date someone else, or do I have to date him?
She wants to date Scott Stapp.
She probably don't know who that is.
Ask her.
But I was telling her about, you being a musician and what we used to do, and we, all
Musician.
that. I said musician.
Yeah.
Sometimes I say magician. I said, no, I don't mean magician. But yeah. Now, she said that I need to go on a date.
Okay.
So I asked her, can I date someone else, or do I have to date you?
Ask her if she liked Keith Urban. She probably knows him.
We talked about that. Well, we didn't discuss him, but I said, yeah, we've met several celebrities. Yeah, musicians. Um, he said, have you, now what did you say? Yeah, I know. Did you say, does she know him? I think he said, do you know who Keith Urban is? I think that's what he said.
Romeo. She know who Keith Urban is?
Yeah. She said, yeah, and he's great. Oh, he's got his,
now you can show her some
he's
pictures.
always got his pictures handy.
That's me and Keith Urban.
He loved this stuff. He loved this kind of life that we used to live, going to concerts, that type of thing. But
you can show her some of them.
Can't get him to want to do stuff like that anymore. And though, this was 2005 at the CMA Music Award. Oh no,
yeah,
no.
Festival.
It was at the
festival.
The festival in Nashville, and a CMA Music Festival. That's what I meant to say. And so the guy there, he says, Keith, he's on a time thing, whatever. And he'd already done his concert. He come out there where the buses are. Yes, we have. We have led an exciting life, and I didn't want it to end. And he really didn't either. But the guy said, "Okay, this is the way it is. Either get a photo with Keith or get an autograph, but you can't do both." But Debbie, I'm a stinker. I'm a real stinker. So Gary has a guitar pick, and he told Keith, he want an autograph. Excuse me. So he signed Gary's guitar pick, and I snapped a picture. I mean, what could a guy do? He wasn't going to take my camera. I'd have smacked him upside down. No way. And so I snapped the picture. So Gary got an autograph, and he got his picture taken with him. Yeah. Because when I see celebrities, I don't get all, like, I go for it, because it's like, this is your one chance. Don't mess it up, There. Yeah. You met Lassie? Oh, I would have loved that. Lassie. The real Lassie? The real Lassie? Oh, wow. How did you do that? That would have been awesome. Oh, did you get to love on her? Was it okay? The first one was a male, and then after that was females. No, wait. No. The first, how did it go? Because Lassie was supposed to have been a boy, and all of them were girls. excuse me, but everybody thought that that was a boy. Is that the way it went? I think that's the way it went. Gosh, I forget. Like I told you, my mind is awful. That's very exciting there. Because I'm a doggy lover. Every time I see a dog, I want to run over there to him and, oh, yeah, I'm that girl right there. I want to love on your doggy. Some of them I kind of, I'll shy away from. But let me show you these. Maybe Brad. Yeah, I think that's the way it went. Yeah, female, and everybody thought they were males. Yeah, that's the way it went. I remember now. But I used to always watch Lassie on TV. And I've always wanted a collie. The only thing that ever stopped me from getting one is because I hear that they shed really, really bad. And they are hard to keep groomed because you have to constantly brush them and like de-hair them. And oh my gosh, I don't think I'd like that because a Maltese does not shed. Lily and Romeo don't shed at all. I can wear black clothes, I can wear anything I want. And because she's always up against me. And you won't find any hair. That's the great thing about having one like her. And or like a Maltese. And let's see, there's other kinds too. Yeah, I know. I noticed that. Everybody, well, but the big dogs, everybody either wants what is it, golden noodle now? Noodle. I'm saying it wrong. They either want that kind of dog or they want a pit bull. And I don't want a pit bull. I don't want a pit bull. I don't think I you hear too many things about them, and I wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't trust one. Well, my voice is about to give away on me. So this is me, believe it or not. It's been a few years back. This was the band Saliva, and this guy right here, his name is Chris, and he was the lead guitar player for the band. And even though he's tattooed, and that don't make no difference, you can't go by looks. You can't. He was the sweetest thing. And this is his. Can you see in this picture here? No, you can't really see in this picture. It might be the next one. Wow, Gary's is dark. But right back here, this is his wife was sitting right over here. And she was very nice too. But yeah, he was very sweet. Well, and that's what the bad thing is about getting old, I didn't start looking my age until I got to be about 55. And then I started looking a little more like that's kind of hard to take whenever you start looking your age. I was real small. I was always tiny. And very flirty. There's me and Chris. And this is the lead singer. Excuse me, the lead singer. His name is Josie Scott. You've probably heard of him before. Yes, it does. Yes. It seemed like mine just came on me like, boom, there it is. And there you are. Oh my gosh. And this is him signing for my son. It's a picture of my son. and I had all the boys to sign it that so I could give it to Cody, and that's my son's name. And you know what? I think I have the picture. I think I kept the picture because if he had it, it would got lost. And there's me, Josie Scott. That's the lead singer. He's just not. He wasn't very. None of them was very friendly. Except now, don't get scared when you see this picture. Look, that's Wayne. Girl, I'm gonna tell you, between him and Chris, he was the sweetest guy you ever talked to. He was so nice. And I said, well, come here, and I put my arm out, and he looked at me, and I said, well, I want to get a picture with you, and he said, you want to get a picture with me? Like he was like shocked, and I said, well, yeah, and so he got over there, and he was just so happy that I got a picture with him. I guess everybody else was freaking out, or whatever. And this guy right here. I don't want to talk about him. He was not nice. Have you heard of oh boy, no, Johnny Pate? No. Yes, that's the reason why I always say you can't judge a book by its cover, because you never know. You could be the nicest looking guy in the world and then be the smart ass. And yeah, Josie Scott thought he was something else. And this guy here, he didn't want to be there. He just like, I think his name was Philip or something. I don't even remember. Didn't get to be friends with him. I got to be friends with Chris and Wayne because they was the two nice guys, But the guy that sang looking for love in all the wrong places. I can't think of his name. Johnny Lee? If Gary was in here. Let me see if it's in here because I'm going to I am learning. I mean, forgetting names. Oh my gosh. Is this Johnny Lee? Is it going to say? Yeah, Johnny Lee. Yeah, okay, because I got it right here. Watch me get Gary's all goofed up here. He gave it to me, didn't he? There's Gary and Johnny Lee. The one that sang, like, have you ever seen Urban Cowboy with that's Johnny Lee. That was the song on Urban Cowboy with John Travolta. Yep, John Travolta. The lead song. This was at the Los Cabos Festival in 2005, and he came here in our little town and performed. Done a great job. So we've had a few, good ones come through our town, but not very many because, we're not a big place and can't afford their prices. So, yeah. Now if I can get this thing back in here. Hey, Gary. Let's see. There I am with Johnny Lee. And I always wore my hair blonde. Well, in my later years, I did. 2005, oh my gosh, can't do the math. I was up in my 40s anyway. 50. 40s. In my 40s. Aw, thank you. I just kind of wish I looked a little bit like that now. Would be nice. Yeah, here we go. There we are. Me and Keith Urban. Oh my gosh, girl, he smelled so good. And I'll tell you what I did, and so help me, this is the truth. I had this, I see if I got a top. Here it is. You can see the top that I had on. I was so small. I was so small back then. Oh. But anyway, this was the same. This was the night, and that was day. Keith got over there close to me. I said, well, I want a picture with him. And so he got over there, and Gary tried to take the picture. And you know, the pictures that the disposable, there we go, disposable cameras, that's what we had. You know, there wasn't no if there was, you know, people didn't run around with no cell phones back then. I don't even think there was any, but there probably was, but not to the public. I don't know. But and Gary, he tried taking the picture. Yeah, that's what we used all the time. And some of the pictures sucked so bad, but these turned out great, and I'm so happy. But Gary tried taking our picture, and when he did, the flash didn't go off. And Keith Urban said, looks like the camera, in his Australian voice, said, looked like it got a little excited. And I looked up at him, and I just said, well, that's not the only thing. And and he kind of turned a little red, and he done a grin. And then Gary took the picture, and when Keith got I don't know why I'm telling you this. I don't even know why. But when he got over there, I looked up there at him again, because, you know, I couldn't, you know, what's wrong with Keith Urban? And when I did, I caught him looking down my shirt. and I said, I saw him looking down my shirt. And I that was funny. And I said, I don't think I said anything to him though. But when we started, before we left, before we left out, I gotta get my camera back right. It's got crooked here. I started to walk away. He met Gary, and I just wanted to take a picture. I met him first, and then Gary was me, and then Cody, my son, he was the last of us, and he got a picture with Keith Urban too. I should have brought that in here. It's on the one, and he had to include that in his how they show pictures at graduation. He wanted that picture there so everybody could see that he had met Keith Urban. He was really happy about that. So anyway, when we all got through, and Keith was like kind of standing over there by himself, I walked over there. I started walking away, and I kept looking back and thinking, no, Debbie, don't pass up this chance. So I walked back over there to him, and I just reached up there. I wanted to touch his hair. I don't know why. And I don't know, why do we do the things we do? So I reached up there, and I touched his hair, and he looks at me, and he kind of looked at my hand like, what are you doing? And I'd done it real gentle. and I touched his hair, and it was real stiff. And I thought, why is your hair stiff? You got hairspray on there or something? Because he took a shower, after doing the show and stuff, and they all do that, and well, I guess they do, and then I done like this right here, and I missed with his earring. And then I just kind of done like this to his face. And he always wore the little peach fuzz. I said, I don't think he could ever, grow a beard, because I just don't think that would be in his genes, and he had this right here. So I felt of that too. And then I just put my hand down, and he just looked at me and grinned. He didn't say a word, not a word. He was just very sweet about it, and I just made a big sigh. And I just smiled at him. He smiled back, and I walked off. And that's the way it went. But it was a great meeting, absolutely great meeting. And Jack Ingram, I got a picture here with Jack Ingram, Gary and Jack Ingram. In fact, I'm not in there. This was the Uprising Star. She was trying to make it on the Strip there in Nashville. I don't know if she ever made it, because I don't remember what her name was. But she was very, very sweet. And this was her mother, and she was help promoting her. Go to Nashville, try to make it big. And I don't know if you know Trick Pony, remember that band? But Heidi, she used to be the lead singer, and she got fired for some reason or another. They fired her. There's Gary and Jack Ingram. Now, he made some good songs. I just don't think he made it very big. But, he was real nice, and nice looking too. And this is a guy from Firehouse, a rock band. Yeah, they were really good flirting me. I know. Yes, I admit I was a big flirt. All innocent in front of my husband. So, yeah. There's a difference, I guess, As Dolly Parton says, that she was a big flirt too, and her husband's been married 50-something years, and so yeah, it doesn't hurt to be a little flirty. And this is a guy, was he a bass player? Yeah, bass player. The bass player for Firehouse, and that's a rock band, an old rock band. And I can't remember what his name was. Don't even think it's on the back of this. I'll look though. Nope, I never did even put his name. I think Gary could remember his name. And look what he did. I was going to take a picture with him, and he just picked me up. And I wasn't flirting with him. He just picked me up. Yeah, all this stuff proves it, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I told him, I said, why didn't you put your arm around whenever y'all, but he wasn't as forward as what I have been. I just said, hey, this is my only chance, and I'm taking it, If I want to put my arm around him, I will. Well, there they are. Yeah, he's got his arm around her. But I said, well, why'd you get way over there for? Are you afraid of her? And she got, that's her autograph right here. He took a picture of me and her. And it's like this. From here up. You could tell who I was. I said, wow, thanks a lot. But yeah, I'm going to tell you something. And it's the truth. All bass players All bass players are flirts. They are. Everyone I've met is big flirts. Look at Nashville. Look at all those buildings down there. And this is on top of the bridge as you go over into where all the action is over in this area, you know, and down here. Yeah. It was hot that day. Oh my gosh. And see all these people down here? There was a concert going on. Oh. Well, Grandma, you may be, how old is he? Oh, he's 10, right? You may be going to your first concert from your son, or your grandson, rather. Yeah. It could be a great life if you do the right thing, I guess, you know. Here's my son. Here's my redheaded boy back then. Uh-oh. Oh, well. My 10-year-old, well, she ain't quite 10 years old, but she's already boy crazy, and so she got a boyfriend. I said, oh no. And she's like her mother. She's going to be like her mother. She's going to be, well, you know, going to have some boobies. Her mother's big chested, and Amy's is already growing, and she needs to wear a bra, but she won't wear one, and I keep after her. He is adopted. I could never have kids of my own. Me and Gary, we've got 5 angels waiting for us in heaven. And we got him when he was 21 months old. And a good friend of ours, daughter, wanted to just get rid of him, more or less. And she asked her mom, she said, do you know anybody who wants to adopt a baby? And she said, yeah, I know 2 couples that desperately would love to be, you know, parents. Wants to be parents so bad and have tried. And she said, well, tell me about them. Or give me some numbers and stuff, you know. She wasn't picky at all. And so she gave her our number first and said, this is Gary and Debbie Anderson. And they have been trying the longest, and they really, really, really want a baby. She said, but then later on, and her name was Geraldine, and my friend, and she said that yeah, he had a plan. He's always got a plan, you know, and even though it was, you know, it took a big toll on the both of us, losing our babies, you know. But, you know, we all got to go through, get to the good, you know, on the other side. And yeah, he was all planned for us. And so that's the reason why we didn't have any of our own. But I was always, you know, and I still wonder what those, you know, what they all looked like, because I had, you know, mine were miscarriages. I didn't carry them very far, but you know, I believe in my heart of hearts that they're babies. They're, you know, they were babies, and they're waiting on Mommy and Daddy. Oh, yeah. I know several. Um, one's right. The little one, well, I still call her little girl, and my goodness, she's a big old gal. Um, that I used to babysit. Uh, Her sister could have babies like boom, 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 and she did. But she could never have one. She couldn't even get pregnant. And they done all the stuff, the infidelity, am I saying that right? Anyway, all the shots and doing all that stuff that they're supposed to do, you know, and she just never could get pregnant, never could conceive. And she's a really good Christian young lady, and she's got 2 boys now, and they're brothers. She got them at different times, but she's got 2 boys, so she got her kids. Excuse me. Excuse me again. And I know there's another one that I didn't help raise her up, but she wanted, yeah, it is. It's wonderful. I'm just so, and she puts things on Facebook. She's always putting her pictures and, you know, and things they do and little videos and all that. And uh, she's, the oldest one is, oh my goodness, I think he's about 2 years old or something like that. Well, he's getting at that age, you know? He's getting rowdy and he's doing some stuff. And so she put something the other day and it made me smile. I had to smile at it and I'm like, yep, well, welcome to motherhood. You think you're a mama while they're little babies, but wait until they get in that. Yeah, wait till they get a certain age and yeah, then it starts. So this is starting for her, you know. She's really knowing what it's like now to be a mommy. Yeah, but yeah, it's something. Yes, then teenagers. Yeah, they know it all. They think they got no boss no more. They get to do what they want to do. That's what my son was. Uh-huh. Woohoo. And then if you, it's like the only one that you, like he's the only one we have or had. That was the saddest day of my life is when he got married. It was. And right now today, every once in a while when I get a chance, I'll tell him, I'll say, I wish you was home. I wish you was back home. And sometimes I'll say, when are you coming home? He just looks at me and, you know, like, Mom, well, I can't help it. I said, some of these days you're going to know what that feels like. But yeah, oh my goodness. I dragged him around to different places, you know. But if he wanted to stay home with his grandma, he could. He didn't have to go with us. But we, you know, if we was going to be gone anytime, I was kind of, well, after waiting 15 years, you know, and 5 miscarriages, I was pretty strict with him. I wanted him with me. And I couldn't stand to be away from him. Yeah, grandson. I want a grandson. I got 2 granddaughters, and I'm always telling them when am I gonna get my grandson? I want my grandson before I leave this world here, you know. And Anna, she says, no more, no more. And Cody, he's saying no more. And I said, boy, don't you do me that way. And I told him, I said, you might have had your way with these my granddaughters. But you have that grandson, and I'm going to be over there all the time. I'm going to be pestering the crap out of you. You're going to make me, you're gonna let me to bring him home with me because I want him. I don't know. I think boys are I think boys are easier to raise than girls. I've helped my sister raise one of her daughters, and after she got older, I helped raise up, or I had her with me all the time, her youngest daughter, and we lost her to suicide a few years ago, and that really took a toll on me because I was really, really close to Jamie, and it took a lot out of me when she did that. But she had mental issues. That's the reason why, I was well talking to Lori about mental health. It's been, in my family, and I just try to do keep myself out, occupied and not let it run me, because I don't want to end up like that. So I do what I can. Oh my goodness, it's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is. It's hard. And it was really, that was my sister's youngest. And it happened right there in the bedroom of her house, because she was living with her. And I couldn't live in the same house. I couldn't continue living in the same house that my daughter took her life in. I just couldn't. I couldn't do that. And I think that's the reason why my sister was, got like she, you're an hour ahead of me. I think Michigan is an hour ahead too. I can't remember. I remember it was either an hour before or an hour before. I mean, an hour before, an hour before. I think I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry brain. Look, now here we are again. I would have finished showing you these. Well, I used to be a party girl. Now here we go. Now this is the one that Gary, he just absolutely loved. That's Barbara Fairchild. Do you remember her? Teddy bear song? I wish I was a teddy bear. There we go. Not living or loving or going nowhere. Yeah. Now, he got to be, he got to play music with her, not on the road or, in a club or on stage somewhere or anything like that, but he got to play music with her during rehearsal at her house when he was younger. And he really happy about that, She was a very pretty woman. And we went and seen her. She come to a Capitol Theater here, and we went to see her. And I took a good picture of them. I don't think I got a picture with her. I hear this one here you're going to laugh at. You got to laugh at this one. He used to be really good looking when he was, young and the hair band. You remember, have you ever heard of the band Black Oak, Arkansas? Jim Dandy? That's him as an older man. Yeah, look at him. But he was good looking when he was younger. Now that's my hubby right there. And, he used to always wear that mustache. It got in gray and all different colors. He had a rainbow mustache. I told him he tried dyeing it, tried to keep it dyed and stuff like that. That didn't work out. He finally just shaved it off. Yes, it was. Thank you. Thank you very much. He was quite a hunk and had the most beautiful eyes. Yeah, the girls like that too. Here's me with Jim Dandy. So we both pretty. But look, I'm skinny. I have hold of his hair there. I know. We need to go on a date, we need to go do something young. Do some young stuff, yeah. I would love to go karaokeing or, something like that. That would be fun. He don't like karaoke. I tell him, you don't have to drink. You don't have to drink to do anything like that, If the other people want to, that's fine. But, we went all through that, and we've done, the party scene and all that stuff. And neither one of us has we never wound up alcoholics. Neither one of us. We had some drinks, and whenever we quit going and doing things, we quit drinking. Which really, really didn't, yeah, but we only got one problem with that. We don't have anyone to babysit Lily and Romeo. And I don't cradle them or anything like that. Oh, yeah. Well, well, that surely ain't the case with me and Gary. Or, Gary, he takes high blood pressure medicine. He takes a pill for his acid reflux stomach. Every once in a while. He don't take it every day. Let's see, that's it. They wanted to put him on pain pills because of his back. They wanted to put me on pain pills. I said, nope, I'll take a Tylenol if I need it. And I do take anxiety medicine. I take, when I have to have it, I have to take, for the vertigo, I have to take that.